Welcome,
Thanks.
Tanja.
Am I your first?
You're my first
Wow.
official.
Official.
I've had a few unofficial, and I assured them, no, what we did before was not going to go on YouTube. So, you're here. It's this brainchild that has been brewing in me for so long, and it is falling into Phoenix. Most of my hard time, you were there because I met you right before like a big moment in life happened.
Right.
So I lean on you immensely with counsel, and then ChatGPT now.
Well, I am honored.
She's not honored. She's like, could you go elsewhere?
Probably not, to be fair.
No, probably not.
For me, it took a hot minute before that piece happened. And for me, it was really predicated on my partner at the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were ready to make changes. And I was like, what do you mean you're ready to make changes? What do you mean you want to separate?
Oof, yes.
And that really threw me aback.
I feel like with the fall part of falling into your Phoenix, you multiple times. Multiple times. There's not been one part where I've been like, oh, I'm gonna rise from this. Then we die. So no, mine have started off, I think, from so little. Like those classes got me to know myself and me, the little me, so that the little me and me could heal together. And that, I think, for the first fall into my first little girl Phoenix. But would you say that was one of your main ones, or maybe one of the hardest?
Oh, that was definitely, in my lifetime, one of my hardest moments overall. My hardest lessons was letting go of that relationship. And looking over my life and deciding who I was. I lost a lot of myself in the raising of my children and in having a business.
As we tend to do.
And
for
in following my partner's vision for the business and church.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a lot of time for myself at all. It was actually the church prom. It was May 7th of 2021.
Wow.
I remember the date. That's how much I was affected by that.
Oh.
That night, that evening, what I experienced.
Yeah.
It was after I had been asked for a divorce.
Yeah.
I had been told to erase. That's not really what I want to do.
Yeah.
Right. And then we were, you're still living your life, even though you've been presented with these things, right?
Yes.
You're still living your life. You're still serving in your calling.
Yeah.
You're still being a mom. At that time, I was still, to some degree, dealing with business obligations. Still am to this day.
Yeah.
And so we set up for church prom. And it was a long day of setting up for that night. It was beautiful, by the way. And I ran home to get ready. And I was really looking forward to that night. But my son took a picture of me and my partner at that time. And I looked so unhappy. My eyes were so dull. And I looked like the saddest, loneliest girl in the room. Maybe in the world at that moment, truly.
So when something like that happens, and that was before all your healing,
right?
What would you tell that girl at the time? Because I know a lot of our viewers are going to be coming here for some kind of, that moment just happened for me. Help me not sink any more further because that hurts. even though they have to sink a little bit so that they can rise, it's not a fun time. And I think for me, like, all the advice that I got really served for me staying here on this earth. Like, I thought I could cry myself to die. And
Yeah.
if you could go back and tell yourself now, as the healed phoenix that you are, at that moment, what would you say?
Hold on, girl. This isn't going to last forever.
Oh, chills, because it's like if we could only teleport to that one moment and help ourselves out a little bit, how much further and faster we could heal. But it isn't so.
It doesn't feel like that in the moment at all. I can definitely tell you that not being in the world seemed like a better option in that moment. In those moments after that picture was taken. I was not in a good space, and I was literally trying to crawl and claw my way back out of the hole that I found myself in.
Yeah.
It was very dark. And I actually drew a picture of what I was feeling like in that moment.
That's
and it's
interesting. Did that help?
Well, I felt like I had drawn a picture, a rudimentary picture, but I drew a picture of me curled in a ball amongst a black backdrop. And I was really desiring for spirit, something otherworldly to attend to me, because I felt like I was it for myself. That nobody else understood where I was at in that moment except for me, to that depth. And there's light that comes down and slowly trickles into me in that picture.
You still have it?
I do. Yeah. And I put on it, "The universe loves you."
You were attended to.
I was. I'm here to tell you, you feel like you're completely cut off. Completely. At once, I knew something was out there, and this was my dark night of the soul, as people like to call it. I felt completely cut off.
Yeah.
And alone. And it was necessary.
Yeah. I think that's the part that I had to settle with. That I can't call anyone.
Yeah.
I can pray. But if I'm not attended to physically, it's going to be okay. There's nobody that's going to save me.
Oh.
Physically.
Right.
Nobody's going to come, pick me up, put me into this amazing situation right then. That sting had to sting.
Right. And I'm here to say, I don't think you would have been ready for it.
I wouldn't have learned lessons I learned, as you probably wouldn't have.
Right.
And become who you're going to become. So if you're going through it, hold on.
Absolutely.
It gets better.
It gets so much better. It really does.
It really does.
It really does.
Even though you want it to happen right then, that stuff takes long.
I mean, I recently just told you, I feel like I have literally come full circle now with that. And it's been for me now 4 years.
So the 4-year full circle.
For me, yeah. A lot. And here's the thing. I was in a very unique position where I didn't have to work because I'm retired at the moment.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't know how people do it. Male, female, doesn't matter. After divorce, and you've got to keep plugging. I was done. I was empty.
Yeah.
So good on everyone that's capable of doing that.
Yeah.
My world was completely rocked.
Yeah.
And like I said, luckily I happened to be in the position that I was in at that time.
Oh, wow. Makes the struggle not easier, but more manageable, I think.
100%.
Maybe
did.
easier. Maybe easier. That would have been nice to have money. The hard part of it all. It's it's a journey in and of itself to do it the other way.
Oh,
It's like
absolutely.
a double fall.
Oh, yes.
You're all, oh, will I be homeless?
Well, because you're not actually able to heal in those circumstances, in my opinion, right? Because you're still in survival mode. If you're still trying to take care of getting your basic needs met, you're not focusing on healing.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we should tell him she also saved me because I lived with you for 9 whole months.
Was it 9? I thought it was
10.
7, 8. I thought it was about 7, 8.
I felt like it was 9. I felt like such a bird animal. I'm so sorry.
Well,
it was the only way I think I could accomplish some of the things I did in here in healing, because I was there for a good chunk of a healing time where we could sit like this and talk.
Oh, absolutely.
I always told you need to be like some kind of counselor guide. Maybe one day, if it's in stars for you. Maybe. So
no qualifications other than real world effort.
Keeping me alive, that's a qualification. Keep me alive mentally, spiritually, and physically. And the children. Yeah. You qualify.
You just needed a safe place to land. Truly. Yeah.
What is it? The sign? If you want to share it.
Oh, my sign in the backyard?
Yeah.
Oh, Tanya's oasis for the gifted.
Yes, I was gifted.
Yes.
I was gifted with quite the gift. I feel like in all of this, I have realized my gifts and really nurtured them. Tell me about some of your gifts that from that whole experience you were forced to or wanted to nurture to be able to get through it and rise out.
Well, when I got out of it, I really didn't know who I was anymore.
Ooh, you're anew.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I knew who I had been. But when I left that relationship, I remember feeling like there was nothing really left of me. I was so absolutely raw from the experience of it, of life, of that relationship up until that moment in time, that I was completely raw.
So you got stripped down to
nothing.
Yeah.
And ironically, there's a lot of things I can no longer do anymore, like I used to do.
Same.
Like in the business world, I almost have this aversion to it anymore. I'm not that person anymore. Not that I don't have the knowledge, the experience, the know-how. I just have this aversion.
Ooh, that's interesting you say that. I feel that as well. It's an aversion.
Yes.
It's not that you don't know how.
Right.
But going there wouldn't serve a purpose for any kind of growth or good. Not for me anymore. I had really played that all the way through. So when that part clicked for you of, I'm going to have to get up from this. You don't want to stay in the sullenness of it all. You forced yourself, or something forced you to, like what drove you, your kids, who saved you. Like for me, I know knowing I needed to get up for my kids saved me. So my driving force was definitely my kids. Yeah. And I am grateful for that, truly. And another person that was actually a lifeline for me was my mom and my stepdad. Yeah. Yeah. It's good that they live close. That's right. And for a time, we stayed there for a few months. Yeah.
before I was able to get into my own home for us. And that for me at that point was just trying to make that home as hospitable for them as I possibly could. I was trying to normalize and focused on normalizing their experience first before anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And so, as you know, it's kind of an older home. It's older than I am, right? And it really needed a lot of work.
Yeah, you fixed her up real pretty.
Well, she still got a long way to go.
She got lipstick on.
She got some
that
makeup.
pig put some lipstick on.
But I have done quite a bit of work to her, and
that drove you. That house healed. Was a place for healing, and those kids gave you purpose to start.
100%. And in a way, it mirrored my own journey as well of healing.
Man.
Working on her was also me working on myself simultaneously.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love that. When did you realize that you were rising? When were you like, okay, this is the moment where I am starting to heal and coming out of those ashes, like feel like I'm on the up? Because I know mine went.
Well, and I feel like I was on that roller coaster ride, so to speak, for a while. I don't know that there was any one single moment as much as there were many smaller moments where I would look back at how I handled something before and found myself maybe in a similar situation and said, oh, look at you. There's growth there. Or we'd get around to the anniversary, right? And I would look back at where I was a year prior to, for example. And I was like, oh, yeah, look at you. Do you remember where you were? Because, we remember.
Yeah.
And you're doing better. So 6 more months. And then this year, I actually celebrated my divorce date. I celebrated it when it happened. I celebrated it. It took me 3 years, approximately, and
that's so healthy.
I did. I celebrated it. And no shade, honestly, to my former partner. No shade at all.
We'd never do that.
No.
These moments, no matter who they were, this is your journey.
Right. And so I celebrated it. So my divorce date is 6/6/24. That's when it was finalized. Yeah. Right. And this last year I celebrated my divorce date.
Would you like to share how you celebrated? Or if that's personal, don't. But I just maybe some ideas for us who haven't celebrated that.
Well, I don't think it was anything crazy, right?
No, but you do it healthy. You do it to where you're like, this is intentional. Maybe you don't. Maybe you could go rogue, but you do it in a way that honors like everything and be like, this is for my growth and healing.
I'm pretty sure I had a friend and I toasted to my anniversary and
good for you.
Had a great day.
Take a thing that could have crushed you and did, but you didn't die.
Right.
And nod to it and say, we move up from here.
Absolutely. And not that I ever thought that divorce was in the cards. I mean, I was definitely, that was not something I was aspiring to. But I am absolutely grateful for it. And kind of like I recently told my kids, some people look at divorce as such a horrible thing. And I really had to change my mindset with that. I was with him for 23 years. We were married in 2020, however. So 21 years we were married. And, anybody in a job or in a project and you last 21, 23 years, that's something to be excited about.
That's not a failure at all.
It isn't a failure. And even though there were things that happened that ended up creating that demise of that relationship, within the relationship or during the relationship, the relationship was very fortuitous because not only did we have kids out of the deal, but we had this amazing business that we created out of nothing, and we were able to sell. So not a lot of people can say, look what I've done with my life, right? And so this relationship, regardless of the negative aspects of it, was a net positive overall.
Yeah.
And I mean,
like that.
And even if I just would have stepped out of it with my children alone, that for me would have made it a net positive experience.
You're teaching those of us along the way and helping. Like, I don't know how many people you've done this before, but I feel like it's been a lot of people.
In some shape or form, even before all of this happened, I would say yes, I've kind of been the go-to for my friends.
You're a mentor. You're a goat. Not just a go-to, you're the goat. First of all time mentors I've ever met.
Oh, thank you.
And I've seen you. When I lived there, you would grab your phone and I knew a goat moment was happening. She was counseling, healing, helping, listening. And you just walked around the pool. And I saw those hands flying and and you were in it. And I was all, oh, someone's life's about to change for the better. No, it was pretty cool. I don't know that you ever knew that I did that.
I didn't. No.
It wasn't like creepy. I wasn't like, what's she doing today?
I mean,
it was very like, oh yeah, it's happening. It's home. I can feel it in the air. So if they can't physically call you, what is your message to somebody that is either about to go through it because they feel it coming on because somebody's asked for divorce, or you feel it in your bones, or any kind of tragedy, any kind of falling, so to speak, for purpose of this? What is your message to anybody going through it? Not just because I know you said to your younger self, hold on.
Yeah.
Could you give any guidance other than all the things you've said is so great? Like, not only just hold on, but feel the feelings. You have to trudge through the mud in order to find somewhere to get clean.
You do. And go with the flow and ride the wave. It's as cliche as it sounds. I do believe, and whether you have
told me that a lot,
a belief in God or not, this applies.
Yeah.
I do believe, or I have experienced, that the universe has a flow, and you are redirected on occasion for your own protection. And you may never know why that is.
Ooh.
Right?
Yes.
You may never know, but redirection is your protection.
Yeah.
And yes, I have definitely been in those moments where I'm like, dang it, I really want it to go this way. But I have found when I push that, I find myself in situations I shouldn't actually be in. But they still turn out to be lessons.
Yeah.
So my advice is go with the flow of life. Do what you need to do for yourself. And if you find yourself redirected, okay, that's not the way I need to go. Let's go this way for a while.
This reminds me of a rafting trip. It's like this current's already happening, sis.
Oh, yeah.
You can either get on your raft and go with the flow, whether or not it takes you down a waterfall or through, like, it's going.
Right.
Or you can fight it and you're going to struggle and you might get to the side.
I've done my share of fighting.
Yeah.
I've definitely done my share of fighting.
You try and fight that current, but you still got to ride the ride. So
100%.
Like water. I think one time when you told
me like
that,
water, my friend.
Yeah. I was like this. I was like, okay. And then I just relaxed and I was all,
Thank you, Bruce Lee.
Is that where you got that?
Yeah. Be like water, my friend. Yeah.
Oh, that could be a whole nother podcast. Be like water, ... my friend. I love it. Yeah,
for sure.
Thank you for coming to
Your inaugural podcast
Yes.
episode.
Yeah, that was.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Will you come back many times every week, maybe? Okay, that's what I won't worry about. But
yeah, we'd love to come back.
And we'll be silly next time because this ain't just the you. We know. And look,
True.
This is the healing one. This is the wise one that I'm always like, do you have 8 seconds?
This is the mother / crone
Yes.
version of me.
Whoa. Crone?
Yeah. Maiden, mother, crone. There's 3 versions of women in life, right?
You're such a reader.
Maiden,
I love
mother,
this.
crone.
Okay.
So you're in your mother. I'm in my mother, but also my crone.
I feel like I'm mom croning it too. Could be croning a little bit because,
Well, and the crone is the wisdom keepers, right? They've been through it, and now it's time to share.
Yeah.
And it's time to be supportive of the ones that are going through it.
Yeah.
Really going through it.
All right. With that being said, thank you.
You're
Thank you for
welcome.
coming.
Thanks for
Love
having
you.
me. I love you too.
We'll see you next week, guys, where we talk about how to be a crone. No. We'll see. All right. And